Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news all right. Bills Mafia, hold on to your hats because the wind is shifting in the AFC East. And it's not just another off-season rumor. This could genuinely change everything for us in 2024 and beyond. The buzz right now is all about a potential blockbuster trade that could see Danielle Hunter, one of the league's most explosive pass rushers, don the Bills' colors. The word is that the Bills are making a serious push to acquire Hunter from the Houston Texans, and the talks are reportedly close to wrapping up, with just a few hurdles left to clear. But, as always, nothing is set in stone until it's officially announced. Still, the chatter is enough to get Bills fans fired up, because this move could be a game-changer for our defense and our Super Bowl aspirations. Let's back up a bit and analyze what this potential deal really means. The Bills, coming off a 12-5 season in 2023, have established themselves as one of the most formidable teams in the league, especially on defense. They finished the regular season ranked 6th in sacks with 44, a clear indication of their aggressive front and ability to pressure quarterbacks. However, despite this impressive total, there's a lingering issue that's been holding us back. Quarterbacks, especially mobile ones, continue to give our pass rushers some trouble. Our defense allows about 4.2 yards per scramble, which ranks us around 15th in the league in limiting quarterbacks on the move. That's good, but it's not great. If we want to take that next step and become truly elite, especially with a view toward deep postseason runs, we need to inject more speed and explosiveness along the edge. That's where Danielle Hunter comes into play. The Texans' star edge rusher has been one of the league's most consistent sack artists over the past few years. In the 2024 season, Hunter played 17 games, recording an impressive 5 sacks, along with 52 pressures, 19 tackles for loss, and 4 forced fumbles. His PFF grade of 92.4 is elite, reflecting his dominance in pass-rushing situations. He's proven to be a game wrecker, winning around 28% of his one-on-one battles and maintaining a pressure rate that keeps quarterbacks uncomfortable. Hunter's career totals are staggering, over 92. 5 sacks, 112 tackles for loss, and a near 92 PFF grade across his career. Over the past 5 seasons, he has been consistently among the league's top pass rushers, often dominating offensive tackles with a mixture of speed, power, and technique. His durability is another critical factor. Since entering the league as a second-round pick in 2015, Hunter has missed very few games. His injury history is minimal, with only a few minor injuries, including a Week 5 ankle injury in 2023 that sidelined him for just 1 game. His ability to get after the quarterback and disrupt plays makes him a perfect fit for the Bills' aggressive defense, which thrives on creating chaos up front. His presence would significantly bolster our pass rush, especially considering the current age and injury concerns surrounding Von Miller, who at 35 is still a vital part of our defense, but has shown signs of decline, and is coming off an ACL tear in 2022. Now, the trade talks involve a package that would send a first-round pick in 2026, along with a second-round pick in 2027, to Houston. The Bills see Hunter as a crucial piece to bolster their edge rush, especially after Von Miller's age and injury concerns started to become more apparent. While Miller's presence has been vital, the reality is that at 35, he's not the same player he was a few years ago. Bringing in Hunter would give us a dynamic duo on the edge that could rival any in the league. Imagine Greg Rousseau and Hunter rushing from the outside, creating constant pressure and forcing quarterbacks into uncomfortable situations. The Texans, coming off a 9-8 season in 2024, are hesitant but not entirely opposed. They're looking at Hunter's high cap hit, around $25 million in 2026, and the fact that they're also in a bit of a rebuild, especially on defense. Houston is in the process of shedding some cap space, which is why they're open to trading Hunter, but they're also aiming to get a solid return that can help them rebuild their roster. The Texans have shown interest in developing their young quarterback, C.J. Stroud, and are planning for the future, so they're not in a hurry to give away one of their top defensive assets unless they get fair value. The Bills, on the other hand, are in a prime position to make this move work, thanks to their abundant cap space. They have around $22 million in available cap room, which makes it feasible to absorb Hunter's contract without too much stress. Adding Hunter would not only boost the pass rush, but also send a message across the league that the Bills are all in on defending their turf and chasing that elusive Super Bowl trophy. It's about creating a relentless front seven that can set the tone every game, disrupt the rhythm of opposing offenses, and complement the already talented duo of Rousseau and Ed Oliver. Statistically, Hunter's impact is undeniable. In 2024, he averaged 1.6 sacks per 100 snaps, an elite rate, and generated a pressure rate of plus 0.30, which is among the best in the league. His ability to produce pressures and sacks consistently opens up opportunities for the rest of our defense to make plays. When you compare him to Von Miller, Hunter's numbers are comparable, with an additional 11 tackles for loss and a higher pressure rate. This kind of production would give us a front that's not only capable of generating sacks, but also of collapsing the pocket from all angles, forcing turnovers, and making life miserable for opposing QBs. The potential impact on our Super Bowl chances is huge. To put it into perspective, adding Hunter could increase our sack total by over 20%, pushing us from 44 to around 55 sacks. That level of pressure could be the difference maker in close games, especially in the playoffs. We all saw how elite pass rushers can tilt the field. Think of Myles Garrett's surge for the Browns in 2024, which generated over 160 pressures. Hunter, with his relentless motor and ability to win one-on-one battles, could be that X-factor for us, especially against mobile quarterbacks who like to extend plays outside the pocket. This move also has broader implications for our defense's identity. Hunter's presence would elevate the entire unit, allowing Greg Rousseau and others to thrive in more favorable situations. Rousseau, a former first-round pick, has shown flashes of dominance, finishing 2024 with 9.5 sacks and 40 pressures. His combination of size, speed, and power makes him an ideal complement to Hunter. Furthermore, Ed Oliver, our defensive tackle, would benefit from the extra attention Hunter draws, as offensive lines can't double-team everyone. The depth along our line would be formidable, enabling us to deploy various blitz packages and stunts that keep offenses guessing. Considering Hunter's relatively minimal injury history and his consistent production, he's a guy you can count on week in and week out. This durability is vital as we gear up for the stretch run and potential playoff battles, where depth and resilience become even more critical. The Bills' defensive coordinator, Eric Washington, has a reputation for scheming pressure and maximizing talent, and Hunter's addition would give him even more tools to work with. Of course, there are skeptics. The Texans, after all, are wary of losing speed and disruptiveness in their defense, and some say Hunter's age and the cap hit make this a risky gamble. However, in today's NFL, pass rushers are often in their prime well into their late 20s and early 30s, and Hunter is only 30 years old, still with many prime years ahead. The cap hit, while substantial, is manageable for a team with the Bills' financial flexibility. Moreover, the strategic value of a player of Hunter's caliber outweighs the cost if it means a deeper playoff run. This move isn't just about accumulating sacks. It's about redefining our identity and establishing ourselves as the team to beat in the AFC. The conference is stacked with talented quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Justin Herbert, all of whom excel at extending plays and creating chaos outside the pocket. To beat them, we need to pressure them relentlessly, and Hunter could be the key to unlocking that pressure. In the broader context of the Bills' franchise history, this potential acquisition represents a step towards cementing their status among the league's elite. Buffalo has been a perennial playoff team, with consistent winning seasons since the early 2010s, but capturing their first Super Bowl title since 1965 has remained elusive. The 2020s have seen the Bills emerge as a Super Bowl favorite, thanks in large part to Josh Allen's dual-threat ability, a solid offensive line, and a developing defense. However, to truly compete with the likes of Kansas City, Cincinnati, and San Francisco, they need to add that extra edge, literally and figuratively. Looking ahead, the expectations for Buffalo are high. The roster is built for sustained success, with star players like Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and Dawson Knox leading the charge on offense. The defense, with players like Rousseau, Oliver, and potentially Hunter, is poised to become one of the league's most formidable units. If the Bills can close the gap on top-tier defenses and improve their pass rush efficiency, they could be the team to beat in the AFC. In terms of future outlook, the addition of Hunter could have long-lasting effects. His leadership and experience would be invaluable for a young and talented defense. Moreover, his presence would alleviate some of the pressure on Rousseau and Oliver, allowing them to focus on their strengths and develop further. The Bills also have the luxury of flexibility, with cap space and draft capital to continue building around their core. In conclusion, the potential trade for Danielle Hunter is a bold move that signals the Bills' commitment to contending at the highest level. It could dramatically improve their pass rush, bolster their defense, and push their Super Bowl ambitions closer to reality. The NFL landscape is always evolving, and Buffalo aims to be at the forefront of that evolution. The rumors are swirling, and as fans, we should be excited about the possibilities that lie ahead. So as we wait for official confirmation, I want you guys to imagine the possibilities. The Bills with Hunter rushing the passer from one side and Rousseau from the other, quarterbacks will have no room to breathe. This move could also serve as a statement to the rest of the league that Buffalo isn't just here to compete, we're here to dominate. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you believe Danielle Hunter can be that missing piece to help us reach the Super Bowl? Or do you think it's too risky given Houston's hesitation and Hunter's cap number? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. Let's keep the passion alive, and as always, go Bills. Word count now exceeds 10, 0 characters, total characters, approximately 10, 125.